Ey Allah'ım beni senden ayırma. Ey Allah'ım beni senden ayırma.
Kabul, Afghanistan. A city caught between the ancient Silk Road and the landmines struggles to recover from 3 decades of war and occupation and to cope with the clash between today and yesterday. In this street-side bakery, a lunchtime tradition depends on there being enough wheat flour to make dough. Wheat is the first food crop in Afghanistan, and a meal without bread baked fresh in a tandoor oven is almost unthinkable. The blast from the oven sears the faces of the bakers in a centuries-old process that they handle with complete precision. Almost everyone on Earth eats products made from wheat. A fifth or more of the calories consumed by everyone alive come from wheat. This miracle grain that originated thousands of years ago in the fertile land between Turkey and Afghanistan now provides the daily bread for billions. In Afghanistan, where 85% of the people depend on agriculture to sustain life, wheat really matters. Yet wheat yields on its worn soils are notoriously low, only 2 to 2.5 tons per hectare. Land holdings are small too, no mechanization here. You can understand what that really means when you talk to farmers like Faisal Ahmad and his brother Hayat Mohammed. They sharecrop a few hectares near Mazar-e-Sharif in northern Afghanistan.
مقصد خوب است دیگه مثلا امروز خود تیر میگم مقصد کنم یا بوی که مصاحبه کنم سرمایه و گپ خال میشیم از زمینی نصف کاری نمیشیم مقصد.
They say better wheat, higher yields would mean a brighter future.
در زندگی ما دیگه مقصد این در پولیش کار دیگه میکنیم یک موتر بخریم یا یک دکان جور بکنیم در پولیش.
Providing a real chance for these small-scale farmers matters as much as wheat to CIMMYT's Mahmoud Osmanzai. He's helping Afghanistan rebuild its shattered agriculture. Decades of conflict and neglect mean sources of good seed are scarce, and old wheat varieties now succumb to common diseases.
This variety was supposed to be resistant at the time which was handed to farmers, now is becoming susceptible. And it means that has to be replaced as soon as a replacement is available.
And this is not just happening in Afghanistan. Wheat also matters in Bangladesh. Here, leaf blight has reduced yields so much that many farmers have given up, even though demand for wheat is increasing. But Abhinash Chandra Roy, a farmer from Hatiari in northern Bangladesh, has seen a better way. He and his wife have helped researchers from the Bangladesh Wheat Research Center select better wheat. Farmer participation in varietal selection is making a significant difference in South Asia. In these fields, not far from the Nepalese capital, Kathmandu, a women's group has been evaluating new wheat varieties on their small plots. They know what they need. The interaction between wheat farmers and Nepalese wheat scientists like Dhruva Thapa is vital to progress. Nevertheless, the road to adoption is not always smooth. Tenant farmers often can't afford to take chances on new varieties or technologies without the permission of their landlords. That is what has happened here at Pindara in India's Bihar state. Lalan Shukla owns his land and has been quick to switch to new wheat varieties. His neighbors admire his fields but feel powerless to follow his lead. Wheat matters, but change will take time. Yet despite difficulties, even the poorest choose to grow wheat in eastern India. Ramdari is a farm laborer, working for those better off, but he owns 1/10 of a hectare of land, just 1,000 square meters, land for wheat and income.
Okay, there's 2 sets, you see, set 1, set 2. So we go this way, right?
On the Anatolian plateau of Turkey, wheat is vital. Most farms are small and diseases take a toll. That matters to CIMMYT's Julie Nickel and her 2 Turkish graduate students, Elif Sahin and Gül Ergenbaş. Diseases and pests can be airborne, fungi, insects and viruses, but they can also come from underground. Sahin is studying microscopic worms called cereal cyst nematodes. They infest wheat plants all over the world, reducing yields significantly.
These are cereal cyst nematodes.
So it's unfortunate. It shows if you have nematodes and drought, you have a very big problem.
Ergenbaş looks for ways to prevent damage from crown rot, a fungus that spreads through the soil and feeds on the roots of wheat plants, also wreaking havoc.
So, for example, here, Turkan, we found many times was very good. It's been confirmed for crown rot in the greenhouse many times. It's a very, very positive line. So we have some interesting stuff coming.
Julie Nickel and her team, working closely with both the International Center for Agricultural Research in the dry areas and Turkish wheat scientists like Necmettin Bolat, are looking for ways to fight these soil-borne pathogens by finding natural resistance in the wheat itself.
Program is CIMMYT Ikarda Turkey joint program here. So we have all cycles of the breeding here in Eskişehir.
This approach, breeding the technology into the seed, means even the poorest farmers can benefit directly. In Kenya, wheat is often thought of as a crop for large, wealthy landowners, but to the rural poor, every grain matters. These women on a road near the town of Njoro in Kenya's Great Rift Valley collect wheat from a recently harvested field, wheat the combine harvester missed.
To thread this so that it will be dry. When it is dry, we just take a stick and we try to separate the seed and the so that we can take and we get some flour to bake the bread.
Just a kilometer down the road, Virginia Warimu grows 4 hectares of wheat. It takes everything she has to make a go of it. If she loses this crop, she loses everything. It's because of farmers like Virginia that wheat matters so much to Peter Njau. A new form of stem rust, the most dreaded of the wheat diseases, is sweeping over eastern Africa. Virginia's crop is infected.
When you look at it from far, you will see no disease. But if you go closer to it and just look underneath on the stem, you will be shocked.
You cut it. You look for grain, there is no grain.
Njau, a young researcher with the Kenya Agricultural Research Institute at Njoro, works in a global effort to prevent this new form of an ancient disease from wiping out wheat, not only for farmers in Kenya, but for wheat farmers all over the developing world.
From 2005, it's been building up slowly. Last year, there were droughts, and so it was compounded. So this year, there is no drought. The real problem is a disease, and it is scaring.
Nevertheless, dedicated researchers and technicians like these will make the difference for both diseases like rust, blight, and rot, for pests like nematodes, for yield, for heat, for drought. Too many people depend on wheat for them to fail. Wheat still matters all over the world, from China to Mexico, Argentina to Africa. It matters most to smallholder farmers with little access to resources, and to the new and burgeoning underclass of urban poor in the sprawling cities of the developing world. Because wheat matters so much to all of them, it should matter to all.
Ey